What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Olivia Blood Brawl. Hope you're excited. Got some Grenzo action. Yes, man, I love playing against Grenzo. No worries, buddy. Yeah, well, this is the third game we try to get up and running, and our opponent's been mana screwed, but is what it is. So I want to record against Grenzo. It's always a fun commander, so we're making the game. Let's go and ball again. We only have one land on this one. Yeah, I'm okay with this. It's a little kind of a little high on the mana curve, but we will keep. Let's get Olivia back up. Where are you, Olivia? There you are. Let's go and keep on this one. Mana Vault, I will definitely put that one on top. Okay, so let's go and get down the, what are we going to go? Let's get the cliffs down, and then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. So we are playing Olivia. She has flying. For 2 mana, she deals 1 damage to target creature. That creature becomes a vampire in addition to its other types, then put a +1 counter on Olivia. And I'll cover that last part in just a second. Let's go ahead and go. Let's get down. If we go cliffs, Mana Vault, into Indulgence, and then we get on the... We'll be able to untap in here a little bit. I kind of like that. A little slow, but we're okay with that. Let's get down Mana Vault. Let's get down the Indulgence, Talisman of Indulgence. And then let's get down the Rakdos and bounce the cliff back to our hands. I'm okay with that, yeah. So we get the land drop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be able to untap the following turn. So we're going to lose that colorless mana, but that's okay. And then, I don't know if I covered our last ability, but 5 mana, gain control, 5 mana, gain control of target vampire for as long as you control Olivia. So basically, it's pretty cool. This is one of those times where mechanics meets like flavor, and it's just so awesome. So you're dealing a damage to a creature, it becomes a vampire, and then she like kind of calls that vampire to her vampire army. So it's pretty cool, man. It's always fun when mechanics really fit a card. We're playing against Grenzo, and same thing for Grenzo. Grenzo's a really well-designed card. So we're playing against Grenzo, Dungeon Warden. He enters the battlefield with X+1 counters on it. For 2 colorless, put the bottom card of your library into your graveyard. If it's a creature card with power less than or equal to Grenzo's power, put it onto the battlefield. Okay. We got Mana Vault. Not going to pay for it. No, we're good, Mana Vault. And let's go ahead and get the cliffs down. Draw a wooded foothills. Okay, let's get the cliffs down and let's go ahead and go. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for some Olivia. I'm okay with that. We're looking at black, black, red. And then we can add colorless off that talisman. That way we're not taking any damage. And then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Yeah, you may have noticed the commander life totals are 30 now for dual commander on Magic Online. So it's definitely something interesting. Going to have to get used to that. So, our Flame Tongue Kavu for 4. Alright, man. Also, don't cast Flame Tongue on an empty board. That's never good. It just kills itself. I did that one time. I built a John the Kavu deck, and I cast it on an empty board, and I very quickly learned the difference between a May ability and an ability that has to happen. Has to have a target. Okay, do we want to pay for Mana Vault? Yeah, let's go and go for Mana Vault. We can get down the Blood Witch. We can also go for the Merciless, and eventually re-rack on Olivia. So yeah, let's go and pay for that now. We're looking at 1, 2, 3... Okay, untap the Mana Vault, and we draw Drana. Let's go and get the Wooded Foothills down. We can grab one of our dual sources off that, and then we're going to go ahead and pass this turn. And actually, excuse me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I've been recording for a little bit, and I don't want to just hear you drinking. I don't want y'all to hear me drinking in the mic. So, alright, so our opponent gets down Grenzo, gets the Lightning Greaves on Grenzo, swinging in for 8. That's going to put us down to 17. Let's go ahead and go. I think we're going to go Drana this turn, actually. I'm not going to pay for Mana Vault. You're untapped, man. Always trying to pay that tax. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and go Drana. We're going to have first strike on the Kavu, and that'll be pretty good. And then we can follow up with Olivia, so they might have some removal. If they do, so be it. And then let's make the land drop. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can actually go Vampire Nocturnus. No, we don't have triple black. We can go Olivia, and then we're gonna have the Mana Vault. Yeah, let's go and go to Olivia. I'm okay with that. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's crack that Wooded Foothills first. Let's grab a Badlands. Have that play come into play untapped. Let's go for Olivia. Looking at 1, 2, 3. That way we can potentially maybe swing in and get a +1 counter. If not, we're starting to get to the point where we have enough mana where we can start blasting some of these creatures and get those counters on Olivia. And we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. And we can also go for Vampire Nocturnus next turn to give them a nice little bonus. So Vampire Nocturnus, very good card in Olivia deck, or really any Vampire deck that you're building. Really solid. You know, if you can get the top card of your library is black, that's always good. You get that nice little bonus from them, but man, he's a game changer in here. But yeah, so as far as my build of Olivia goes, it's pretty straightforward. We got a heavy Vampire tribal theme. There's a few utility creatures in here. We do have Carnage Gladiator. He's one of those pet cards that I've just always loved, and I've never found a home for him. And so I was like, hey, your home is here in this deck. And that's why Carnage Gladiator Gladiators down at the bottom left. I kind of wanted to give him the little spotlight, so be sure and give a shout out to Carnage Gladiator. Alright, so we got the Mana Vault trigger. Not going to pay for it right now. Now we're okay. I want to get some stuff down. We draw Lightning Greaves. Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. We can actually go Vampire, get that bonus down, get down Lightning Greaves, and protect the Vampire Nocturnus. If we hit a black card on top of our library, that'll be a nice little bonus too. We can still survive one more Grenzo trigger. They're only going to be able to cast it one more time. Dude, the question, no, we don't want to swing in. Let's go and go for Nocturnus. Actually, let's go for Lightning Greaves first. We're looking at colorless, and then red. Let's get the Lightning Greaves down. And then we're going to have triple black and then red off that Rakdos over there. Tap for black. There we go. Yeah, if we swing in right now, they're going to be able to swing in for 8, and that's if they flip another creature on the top, bottom card of their library. Let's go to the Lightning Greaves actually on drawn. I'm okay with that because I want to protect that first strike. And then let's go ahead and pass the turn. All right, so Olivia got blasted. She's back in the command zone. She's at 8 now to cast Olivia. Let's see what they're they're digging for Grenzo. Hopefully it's not a creature. I'll take that. Oh, it is Liliana's Shade. Nice, man. Each opponent discards a card. Okay, so let's probably go and go for Merciless. We're going to go for Blood Witch. We can get it down next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if we hit our land drop, we can get down the Merciless, but we're going to go ahead and discard that one. Okay, so we have Liliana's Shade swinging in the air. We have first strike with Drana, so we'll be able to take care of Liliana's Shade. And we can also chump block on Flame Tongue Cavu. Now, if they swing in with both, we're okay with taking 6. We'll be okay with that. Hopefully, we can get down the Blood Witch. It's going to have flying, and then we can kind of just stabilize from there. If we need to trade Blood Witch on Grenzo, we can certainly do that. And just kind of get into the point to where maybe we can get a nice little alpha swing in with the black card on top of our library. So we'll be drawing, Blood Artist. All right, man. This is going to get pretty interesting with the Blood Artist out there now. That definitely does keep it pretty interesting, especially if they're swinging in for 4. Let's see what they're going to go for. But yeah, so as far as utility creatures, we have Carnage Gladiator in here. We also have Mogus. Yeah, it's a really good deck for Mogus. Okay, our opponent does not swing in. I will take that. So we're going to draw that mountain. And do we want to pay? No, we're not going to pay for Mana Vault right now. Okay, they don't have a sack outlet, which is really important, so they can't start activating that Blood Artist. Okay, so let's get the mountain down. So let's go ahead and get the Blood Witch down. And we have 3 vampires, and we're going to gain life equal to the number of vampires that we control. Olivia's going to cost 8. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go and go Blood Witch. I'm actually okay with gaining this life right now. It's pretty nice. And then we also have Yahini kind of doing a little cleanup duty. Let's tap for colorless, and then 1 more black and 1 more red. So we're going to get the Blood Witch down. Our opponent's going to lose 3. We're going to gain 3. Let's kind of add up how much mana we have in the air. They do have 1 flyer we have to watch out for. Always yield to that, yes. We're going to gain 3. I'll take that. And Yahini is on top of our library. Okay, so they go to 19. If we shift it around, we've got 10, 15 coming across. But we're in a spot to where we don't really want to... I don't think we really want to swing in just yet. We swing in with Drana. There's 4 in the air. They block with the Hypnotic Spectre. Liliana's Spectre, excuse me. Swing in for 4. We're going to lose that first. No, we really need Drana's first strike ability. That's going to be really important in this one. Eventually, if we draw, well, we have Yahini on top, so we can get down to Yahini. And if they start killing creatures, then we can get those +1 counters on there. Okay, Vampiric Tutor. Let's do some Blood Artist math real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they do go for some type of board wipe, that's going to be us losing 7 and them gaining 7. So hopefully it's not that. It'd be kind of interesting. I did get I may have gotten a Damnation win with Olivia in Blood Artist out there. So if you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check the rest of them out. Pretty fun. Yeah, I had 2 pretty good Olivia videos. Excuse me. I had 2 pretty good Olivia videos and 1 in pretty unique ways. So I'm really enjoying my time with Olivia. It's pretty cool. It's nice to kind of build a tribal deck in Commander. I haven't done that in a long time. I think the last tribal deck I built was Grenzo, and that was a while ago, man. That was before I started my channel back up, so it's kind of nice to get back in the rings. I've always enjoyed tribal. Like, I feel like, I don't know if other players have followed this path, but when I first got into Magic, like, I built kind of funny, goofy decks. Ashnod's Altar. Okay, now they do have their sack outlet, and they're going to be able to kind of kind of gets into spots where we might be able to swing in. We'll see. See what the top card of our library is. But yeah, so after I started building like fun casual decks, I got into building tribal decks. And building tribal decks, if you're new to Magic, it's a great way for you to kind of learn synergy between cards and kind of understand what's a good opening hand and what's not a good opening hand, especially if you're just playing just like good stuff. Alright, so now we're in a spot. Do we want to untap this Mana Vault? Yahini's on top, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, 1, 2, 3. We can get down Yahini. Yeah, let's go and do that. We're going to pay for that. We're looking at double red, colorless, and then we'll tap right there. Untap it. That way we're not losing that damage. We're going to draw Yahini. Hopefully there's another black card. Okay, there's not another black card on top. Let's go ahead and get down Yahini, looking at black. Then we can get into spots where we can get down Olivia, start blasting our opponent's creatures, and I think we're still going to go and hold off right now. Just get that stalemate up and running. Now they can sacrifice. We're looking at 2, 4, 6. That's going to be 6 colorless mana and 8, so they can actually go for 4 Grenzo activations and start bringing some creatures out. So we do have to watch out for that. But hopefully they miss on this one. All right, I'll take that mountain in the graveyard. Actually, excuse me, 1 second. Okay, so the good thing about our opponent getting a sack outlet out there is that whenever they sacrifice a creature, we're going to lose a life, but at the same time, we're going to be building a nice little Yahini every time they sacrifice that. So it kind of puts us into the spot to where our vampires are going to have flying. And so if we can get into spots where Yahini gets some nice counters on it, it's going to have flying, we'll be able to swing in for a bunch. Okay, so always yield right there. And then always yield. Get those +1 counters. Alright, so we have a nice little 4-4 when that's all said and done. And we're at 11, so that Malakir Blood Witch is actually a pretty good draw. Okay, so our opponent's got 3 cards in hand and 1 Blood Artist left. There's no more flying creatures. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird that they sacrifice everything, but hopefully if we hit a black card, worst comes to worst, we're going to have 6 coming across in the air. We'll see if this is Damnation or not, or if it's a board wipe. But yeah, that's one of the best ways to win with the Blood Artist out there is casting Damnation. Okay, we got Faithless Looting getting fired off right now. And worst comes to worst, we can go for Olivia and shift those Lightning Greaves over on Olivia. And yeah, that'll be 3 in the air after we tap the Mana Vault. 2, and then we're gonna let's count that damage up. So we're looking at Olivia, getting down Olivia. We have the Lightning Greaves on Olivia. She's going to be a 3-3. Drana's going to deal first strike, so that's going to put them down to 11. We're going to have a 4-4 Olivia. 4-4 Olivia. So it's going to put him down to 7. Vampire Nocturnus. This is all if we get flying. You know, if we get flying, obviously we're going to get a nice little bonus. But we're kind of in a spot where we can almost kind of just go for a little alpha swing. We'll draw that mountain. Let's see what's on top of our library. Okay, not going to pay for Mana Vault. We're good Mana Vault. Hopefully it's a black card. Oh, no, that is not a black card. Let's go and get the mountain down. Now, our opponent has no creatures with reach, so we can actually, as far as the air goes, we can get down Olivia. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have just enough to cast her without going for the tapping the Mana Vault, so we don't lose that damage. So we're looking at, let's go triple red and black. Again, 1, 2. We're going to shift the Lightning Greaves over to Olivia right now. That way she has haste. Alright, so it's kind of added up. So we're looking at 4 swinging it in the air, 4, 7, 9, +1 counter. That's going to be 10, 11. It's going to put him down to 13. And if we swing in with the Vampire Nocturnus and Yahini, I think that's enough to kind of close it out. There will be some Blood Artist triggers we have to watch out for, 3 of them. But I think if we push in, let's double check that real quick. So we're swinging in the air. We have Yahini swinging on the bottom. They're going to be able, actually no, they're going to be able to block on the creatures on the bottom, but they're going to lose those creatures. They're going to have to block. Yeah, let's go ahead and push in. Because then that just leaves 7 on the back end if they swing in. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and push in. We're going to have that Drana first strike ability too, so let's go and swing in with everybody. And then we'll still get the +1 counters on Yahini. So they're almost going to have to block and leave Grenzo up and kind of go for digging. Or if they want to sacrifice the creatures after they declare them a blocker, and then they can kind of just dig their Grenzo on the bottom for something. And we could still sacrifice a creature with Yahini to give it indestructible. But at this point, we're kind of just letting everybody come through right now. So we got the Grim Mr. Card Draw right there. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, before you hop into the comments, maybe we should have tapped that Mana Vault. And that would have been 2 extra mana. We could have blocked on Blood Artist. But that still would have had Grenzo blocking. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been different on that. We'll see. Okay, so right now we're going to have drawn over the first strike, put him down to 11, +1 counter on everybody. Olivia 2 on Yahini, and then we'll get another counter from Grim. Okay. So the first strike ability is going to go on the stack. Get the Blood Artist trigger. It's going to be an extra counter. And they whiff on that Grenzo. I'll take that. Okay, and they sacrifice another creature. Alright, so we get the more counters on Yahini. Kiki Jiki. Nice, man. Nice little grab. And then they go to 15. Okay. So we're going to get those +1 counters on the rest of our creatures. Okay, dropping down to 4. That puts us at 9, so they're going to have to dig at the bottom of their library. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 that they can play around with as far as blasting creatures. Getting them out there and creating a copy with the Kiki Jiki. Now, if they make a copy with Kiki Jiki, they're not going to be able to... what does that mean? But yeah, if they make a Kiki Jiki, they're not going to be able to swing in. I guess this works. We'll see what's going on. That's never good if your opponent's in the chat going like, I guess this works. Okay, so they've got 5 mana. If it's Zealous, if it's yeah, you got it, man. Yep, 100%. Yeah, the Zealous Conscripts, Kiki Jiki, and is there any way we can get out of this? No, I don't think so. Yeah, got it, man. Yeah, so what's going to happen is Zealous Conscript is going to come to the battlefield. Kiki Jiki is going to make a copy of Zealous Conscript, gain control of Kiki Jiki, untap it, make another copy of Zealous Conscripts, and so we're going to go ahead and scoop. They're going to get it at 2, man. Yeah, go ahead and scoop it up. Good game, man. Now, what I was talking about earlier, maybe we could have shaved that out just a little bit differently. If we tap the Mana Vault and we activate Olivia, blasting the... We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. That would have left 1 Olivia activation, which would have been 1 more damage, put him down to 1. And then they wouldn't have the extra blocker. They would have had to block with Grenzo. I think that's where I messed up. That might have been it. I may be wrong on that, but I think that's where I messed up. But this was a really good commentary video, and I really enjoyed playing against Grenzo, and pretty fun little Goblin deck. So I'm going to go and post this one up. So I may have missed that one right there, so... Please forgive me. I am human. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks.